Hi, how's it going everyone? Welcome to another React tutorial. If you're new here, be sure to check out some of my other videos. Today we'll be going over state management using React context. So a while ago, I put out a couple of videos going over Redux and how to create and manage global states using Redux. Another option you have when it comes to state management in React is using React context. So React Context provides an easy way to create and manage global states without having to install any additional state management libraries. So let's go over how to use React Context within our React app. For today's tutorial, I've already set up my React application and I've got like 3 screens here, my home page, about, and contact page. So if we head into the code, as you can see, I've already set up my routes using React Router. So I've only got 3 screens, as mentioned, my home, about, and contact screen. So what I want to do is I want to create a global state, which will be my user state. And I want the state to be accessible in both these screens, home, about, and contact. So to get started with React context, we'll first create a file within our source folder. We'll just call it global state. And then in our global state file, we'll import React. And then we'll also import create context from React. And then we'll go ahead and create our context, our user context, which will store our current user details. So we'll first create a variable called user context, which will be create context. And then we'll export this. And let's maybe call it global user context instead. Okay, there we go. And that's all we need in this file. And then in our app.js, we'll go ahead and import our global user context. So let's go ahead and do that here. Import global user context from global states. Now, using this global user context, we'll wrap our entire application within this. So what we're going to do, basically, we'll just say global user context.provider, and then we'll pass a value. Can leave it blank for now. And then we'll close this. So what's basically happening here is that whatever value we pass here will be the value of our state, and this will be accessible to all our children, which are the contact page, the about page, and the home page. So whatever value we pass here will be accessible to any component that's within our application. So for my value, I'll just create a state here. So from React, let me also import useState. And then I'll create a user state. And we'll just say Jalom. This will be the current user. So this is what I'm going to pass first. Let me first pass the user. And then we'll also pass the set user. So here, what we're basically saying is that this user value is accessible to all these children here. So what I can do now is that in my home screen, for example, let me close that file. So in my home screen, I can import, again, my global user context. And then now to get the value, which is this user, what I need to do is import use context from React. And then from here, I'll create a variable called, let's just call it value. And then we'll say use context, and then we'll pass along our global user context. And then this value, I can pretty much display it here. So let me just add a paragraph tag and then display the value that we get. And if I head back to my application, let's head to the home page. So as you can see, I have Jalom appearing. This is our default user value, which has been set here. So I can pretty much do this on the about screen and the contact screen as well. So let me go ahead and do that. So I'll just copy and paste that and that as well. Save that and save that. So we should have the username appearing on all the screens. Okay, so we've created our first global state. Now, if we want to update the state, what I need to do is I need to pass the set user as well. So what I'm going to do here is that this global value that we're passing, I'm going to turn this into an object. So it will be current user. And then we'll also pass the set user, and this will be update user, which will be the set user function. Right. And then now in my home screen, what I can do is I can import both of those from my context here, which will be user and set user. Oops, it has to be this value. So current user and update current user. Then we can just replace the value here with current user. Then do the same on the about screen. Save that, and then same on the contact screen as well. And then save. And basically this returns the same result. So we still have the same user, Jalone. And then what I can do if I want to update the user, so when I click this button, I want the current user to be updated. And I already have my button here, so I'll just add a function on click. And for this function, so remember our update user here, this is a function to update this user state. So we can pretty much call update user. And then we'll pass our new user value. We'll just say Joey. Then let's try that out. So as you can see, the state is being updated. And then if I navigate to my about page, we have the value updated as well. And then same on the contact page, about home. So there you have it. That's a basic introduction to React Context. I'll share this code with you in the description, and you can also browse through the official documentation on the React website to learn more about React Context. That's it for now. Cheers.